A few days ago, I put up a video about leaving your Tesla at the airport for 2 weeks. A guy named Mark came back from Cancun to find his Model 3 at 4%. Battery was fine. Settings were the problem. That video got a lot of comments, but the one that stuck with me came from a guy named Daniel in Toronto. He'd just done a month-long work trip to Europe and came back to his Model Y sitting at 41%. He'd done almost everything right. 60% charge, sentry off, cabin overheat disabled, and he still lost 19% over 30 days without the car moving an inch. His comment was simple: I want to understand exactly what happened day by day, not just the final number. So that's what this video is. Same settings Daniel described, same starting charge, similar climate. Tracked everything at day 7, day 14, day 21, and day 30. The final number didn't surprise me, but something that happened at day 21 genuinely did. Here's the whole thing from the beginning. The setup. Day 0. The setup took 11 minutes. Charge set to 60%. That's the sweet spot for extended parking. Low enough that the cells aren't sitting under chemical stress. High enough that 30 days of background drain doesn't push into the danger zone below 20%. Sentry mode completely off. With Sentry running, a Model Y pulls around 200 watts continuously. That's 4.8 kilowatt hours every single day. I'll come back to that number. Cabin overheat protection off. Covered parking structure. Temperatures staying between 50 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. No reason to run it. Summon standby off. Under controls, autopilot. Summon standby mode. If you have full self-driving, it defaults to on, and most owners have no idea. App rule. 1 check each at days 7, 14, 21, and 30. Every app open wakes the car for nearly 11 minutes. I wanted clean numbers, so the app stayed closed between checkpoints. Starting battery, 60%. Car locked. Clock started. Day 7. First check. Battery, 53%. 7% in 7 days. Slightly higher than the 0.5% to 0.85% range you'd see in ideal conditions. And the reason showed up immediately. The car had downloaded and installed a software update sometime during the week. That process pulls 1 to 2 kilowatt hours on top of normal background drain. Without the update, this week would have landed closer to 5%. Worth knowing because updates don't announce themselves before they happen. You configure everything perfectly, leave for a week, and Tesla pushes an update on day 3 that costs you extra percentage you weren't expecting. Everything else looked normal. No alerts. No warnings. 7% down. 53 remaining. 23 days to go. Day 14. The 2-week mark. Battery. 46%. Another 7%. No update this time. Just consistent drain settling into a rhythm. About 1% per day. Right in line with what a Model Y in covered moderate temperature storage typically shows. Here's the comparison worth pausing on. If Sentry mode had been running this whole time instead of off, at 4.8 kilowatt hours per day over 14 days, that's 67 kilowatt hours consumed. On a 75 kilowatt hour pack, Sentry alone would have nearly depleted the battery completely by this point. Instead of 46%, I'd be looking at something around 14%. That's the real-world difference between one setting being on or off. Not a small margin. 46%. 16 days remaining. Day 21, where things got interesting. Battery, 39%, 7% again. Completely consistent. But the battery percentage wasn't what caught my attention on this check. The range estimate was off. At 39% state of charge, the displayed range was showing about 11 miles lower than it should have been, based on normal efficiency numbers. This is something that doesn't appear in 2-week parking situations, but starts showing up around 3 weeks. The battery management system takes its most accurate readings when the car has gone through the full range, low to high. After 3 weeks sitting in a narrow band between 39% and 60% without a complete cycle, the estimates start drifting. The BMS is working with incomplete data and filling in the gaps with older readings. This is not degradation. The capacity is still there. The range display is just getting imprecise. I've seen owners on Tesla Motors Club post about this, convinced their battery had degraded significantly during a long trip, with service appointments already scheduled. Every single one of those threads ended the same way. Full charge cycle, range display back to normal, appointment canceled. It looks alarming if you don't know what you're looking at. One charge cycle fixes it completely. 39%. 9 days to go. Day 30. The final number. Battery, 32%. 28% over 30 days. Just under 1% per day averaged across the entire month. 7% each week, every week, without variation. A properly configured Tesla in stable temperature conditions drains at almost exactly the same rate every day, regardless of how long it's been sitting. The car started immediately. No warnings, no reduced performance, nothing unusual. Drove normally from the first mile. The range display was still showing the drift from day 21. Fixed completely after one full charge cycle, level 2 to 100%, left plugged in for 90 minutes after it showed full, range display back to exactly where it should be. Total electricity consumed over the month, roughly 21 kilowatt hours, about $2.50 at the average US residential rate. That's what a properly configured Tesla actually costs to store for 30 days. Default settings. Comparison. With everything left at default, Sentry on, cabin overheat active, summon standby running, the daily drain jumps from 1% to somewhere between 4 and 6%. At 5% per day, the battery hits zero around day 12. The car then spends 18 days at critically low voltage, which is exactly what Tesla's documentation warns against. Some owners in that situation have come back to cars that wouldn't accept a normal charge until given a slow trickle charge first to bring the pack back up to a safe level. 1% per day versus 5% per day. Same car, same battery, same 30 days. The settings are the entire difference. Daniel's 19% was slightly better than the 28% here. His Toronto underground garage ran cooler through November, and he was disciplined about not touching the app. When I shared the day-by-day breakdown with him, the thing that surprised him most was the day 21 range drift. He'd noticed his range looking off when he got back and assumed it was degradation from the long storage. He ran a full charge cycle, and it recovered completely. His reaction was straightforward. I did most things right, and still felt like something was wrong when I got home. Knowing what to expect changes everything. That's the point. 28% over 30 days with proper settings is a completely normal outcome. It only feels like a problem if you don't know that's what normal looks like. Before any trip longer than 2 weeks, charge to 60%, sentry off, cabin overheat off, summon standby off. Check the app 3 times the whole trip. Come back, run a full charge cycle. Done. If you've left your Tesla parked for an extended period, drop your numbers in the comments. How long? What percentage you lost? What climate you were in? Those real owner numbers help everyone else figure out what normal looks like for their situation. Subscribe for weekly Tesla ownership videos. Real situations, real numbers, every week. Thanks for watching. See you next time.